Hiop diolch conboy, come on, sir. Guacamole on your pepperoni pizza. Guacamole on your...
Ashamed!
I'm actually ashamed, like, you know what I mean? Not keeping up that in the movement. Not keeping up the movement. Not me up the backbone. Not me up the backbone. Playing round 4 of the cup there now, you know what I mean? The FA Cup, like, Leicester at home, like, you know what I mean? They have some quality players, right? You know what I mean? They're pure quality, like, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of teams that have all those top quality players, you know what I mean? Before I go into the game, I should actually, like, plot Bowadoo into the striker role position, you know what I mean? Wonderful castle. Very good. Goal. Give him the ball in the other grass. Now play it through with perfect pass. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Look at him, he's gonna run down that wing and all that. Some might say, look at this graph, every time it makes me graph. So I'm playing Stoke down now, they're away from home, you know. The thing is, the Stoke are called the Potters. Can you imagine they had a lot of pots in there, just like, I don't know, they just like walk around with pots, like, you know? So I'll change the formation for this one, because there's a little gap thing about again, so we'll do the gap thing, you know what I mean? Oh! Knock knock, who's there? So when I was younger and stuff back in the day, you know, I used to go like to school and stuff like that, you know, primary school and all that crack, you know. And I remember there were some days there where like at 1 o'clock, my dad would like sometimes take me out of school, you know what I mean? And we'd just go on a random trip just down the countryside. Good memories, like, you know what I mean? Went down by the dam, we saw a lot of water like falling down the dam and stuff like that, so that made the dam really cool because it was kind of unique and I didn't really see it before, you know, because there's a lot of water falling down like a waterfall. I don't know if it's an Irish thing to kind of like talk about like a lot of kind of deep stuff. I think that's just a general thing in the world and stuff like that, but I say it is, like, you know, and that's alright, you know, but that's kind of a thing that happens a lot in Ireland where we just kind of go deep in the emotions and talk about stuff when after a night out or something like that, you know. I went to a new camp 4 years ago, you know, in Spain. I love Spain. It's good country, like, you know. We went to Salou and we went to the new camp before, and I was went on a tour, and I thought I was going to see Messi, like, but he wasn't there. I was like, I was there. So, but it was a good experience. Went up to the commentary booth, and it was a load of steps to go up to it, you know. It was a big long walk, you know what I mean? There was a big roller coaster as well called Portaventura, and there was a big orange ride, you know what I mean? All the loops and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like the loop went upside down, and like, you know, you felt like you were you know, going to get sick and stuff, but I kind of like that. Sometimes when you go to a fun fair gaff, there's like a load of spinny rides, and the rides like spin around. But our other ones are like roller coasters, and they go straight, you know, and then there's like a lot of twists and stuff. But I remember those memories back in the day, you know what I mean? It's probably good times, you know. Goal. Don't laugh at who Shit. I went on a holiday to Spain there before with a friend of mine, you know, and I remember I went in there and I thought there'd be a kettle. There was no kettle and there was no clothesline, you know, and so I remember I hung my towel out in the balcony in Spain, you know, and basically the towel like fell. I went onto the roof like below me, and so the towel then started crying, you know. So the fact that the towel started crying, I was like, oh, the poor towel, you know. Then some fella was like, oh, here's your towel, bro, and I was like, oh, thank you. I was saying that they should put like a line there on the balcony, like in the future or something, you know, people are doing their clothes line hanging, you know, and yeah, I just remember that. Saw it share it, like, you know. So the first half is over, I know, like it's 1-1 there, like, you know what I mean. So second half, I know, you know. One kick. One kick. One kick. Goal. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Drunken sailor, like, you know what I mean? The sailor's drunk, like, you know what I mean? It's on a boat. Trying to control the boat, like, you know what I mean? So he's drunk. So he's a drunken sailor, you know? Trying to catch the fish, like, you know what I mean? Cod liver oil, you know what I'm saying? Tuna. Ah. One. Doesn't stoke sound like a word that you use for cooking? Well, to stoke the fire there, like, I mean, stoke it, like, right. You know, I don't know if the transfer window is still open here now, but I might get like a free agent left back fella, you know what I mean? Because I have one like left back, you know what I mean? So let's say you need another left back, like, you know what I mean? So if you get another left back, then he'd be like, alright kid, it's still, and he's just gonna walk into the left back position, you know? Because if the other fella gets injured, then like he'd be like, alright, I'll be alright there, like, you know? Just my brain's on fire. My brain's on fire. Chicken, chips and curly fries. Ooh.
And it's a victory for the home side. They're going to be happy with this result, Lee.
On the transfer window there now, and it's like deadline day in this, like, you know what I mean? So basically our left back got injured, so he's after getting an injury, like, you know what I mean? So that means he's injured, so that means he's going to miss like a few games and all that crack, you know? As well, what I think, you know, Pez need to do, like, you know, like in the game, like, you can like balance like the wage and like the transfer budget thing in FIFA, you know? In Pez they don't have that. You can't do a slider yoke and be like, put that over there and that over there, you know? So I think that's like a thing they can like adjust, you know, like the way in that you can just do that, like, you know what I mean? Like in Pez you can't do that. If you're stuck with one thing, you're stuck with the one thing, and you can't slide it over and put it over to the wage thing, you know what I mean? So like it's kind of like, it's a bit kind of discombobulated on Pez, but on this is kind of very easy. You can just slide it left, slide it right, and so like in the game it's good, like, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll try this fella. Owen Wijndal, I think his name, Wijndal, I think. So we try him. Doesn't have enough depth. Alright, can't get him. Brandon Williams. Try Noor Catterback as well. Plays for FC Cone, you know, give it a bash, like, alright. I'm thinking, do we have enough depth in the right back, you know what I mean? Try Alakouch, I think is his name. So the monthly scouting report is in there as well, like, you know, so oh, look at him, like 84 potential, like, that's pretty big, alright, like, alright. There's no need to fear, like, Catterbatch is here, you know what I'm saying? If we had a sub right back now as well, that'd be a good one too, like, there's a bit more depth in the position, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Williams, why don't we go for him, like, except, I don't know what wage he'll take, no, like, alright. Try the old 30,000, like, you know, so we'll wait for, hold on, let's wait for the response there now, like, you know, I'ma be, I don't know what I'm on look, cause I don't know my line, and I've been down on look, body in the bottom, so I'm waiting on Williams to get back, then I'll get to Alakouch, you know what I mean? Oh shit. It's a right back I need, isn't it? Should we get him? Shit, new squad monthly level up. Oh, fuck, come up to senior team. Impasse. Preston part 2, you know what I mean? Might go for the cam in this one, you know, to throw a cam in there instead, like, you know. Formation. Yeah, we'll try that. See how it goes, like. One. I just had a shower a while ago and now I'm starting again. That's annoying, isn't it? So we won 3-1 that one now, like, you know what I mean? So it's 3-1, like, no. So we're playing the toothbrushes, I know, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're playing at Bristol City right now, like, you know what I mean? So they're away from home, we're home. Press the B button, like. So when you press B, it turns into a bee, you start flying and buzzing like a bee because you have a stinger, you know what I mean? Oh, the bee, it's there, it's there. You know, if you're a bee, right, you actually buzz around the gas, right? You actually go from hive to hive, because you're like kind of trespassing in the houses, like, you know? So if you're trespassing in the houses as a bee, then that means you're invading the hives of other bees. So that means you're getting the honey from the flower. Get it from the flower, then, like, they're taking love from the flower from the ground. So that means then that they can, like, put that into the bottle, like, and when it goes to the bottle, then, like, you've honey, like, you know what I mean? So that means, like, when you put it onto your, like, cereal or your coffee or your tea or something, like, I mean, that means it's very sweet, like, you know what I mean? So it's very sweet, like, it's not sour, you know what I mean? Sweet and sour, you know what I mean? Chicken curry, you know what I'm saying? Give me a ball in the other grass. That was a Sultan's thing there, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, when I first heard them, I didn't know they were from Cork because of the way they done the rapping and stuff like that, because they rapped very British in the way they rapped, you know what I mean? But they're actually from Cork and used to wear, like, a Cork jersey when they were doing, like, the singing and the rapping and stuff. One, I say 3-0 away, hey! 27 minutes gone there now, like, you know what I mean? I'm so happy. Cause today you found my friend in my ear. I'm so happy. Cause today you found you. That's gonna go. I was just watching a movie there with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know what I mean? He was like downstairs there in the kitchen, like, you know what I mean? It was good watching, like, you know? It wasn't the one where he says get to the chopper, like, it was a different one, you know? But it was good watching, you know? Oh, that's a great goal.